There's a lot of people who are familiar with AI in the world of test automation. I think most folks are still not AI first in many ways. Today, I want to talk about something that to me is one of the big differentiators between seeing someone who understands that you could or should use AI and someone who's really leaning into it. And what that is basically letting the agents run tests and diagnose failures for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that and talk about the pros and cons and what to look out for. So let's get into it. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Excuse me. Basically, in short, right, your traditional way of running Playwright was through the terminal. You would do npx playwright test and do your whole thing, right? And then you would have a result and you'd look at the error and maybe you would copy and paste the error over to the AI. I have no longer used the terminal to run tests, right? So if I wanted to run this test, I just go here and I would say, run this test and tell me if it passes or fails. If it fails, why? And so what it's going to do is Claude Code is now going to go ahead and run the test. If it fails, it's going to look at the failure terminal. This applies to all of our suites. This applies to anytime that we're running a bunch of tests, little tests. It works in huge suites, small suites. And the benefit of this is that you basically have the AI agent looking at the failure reasons as it's happening and diagnosing it. You pair this with you pair this with the idea that you now should have all your test automation in a repo with the rest of your code base. And not only will it tell you why it failed, it'll let you go through the test cases as well as the actual code base and diagnose, oh, maybe the front end failed or the back end failed or something like that. And you can see it's going to very quickly give us a reason. And then we could say, is this a bug or a bad test? And then we can go ahead and either fix the front end code directly to update it, or we can do it. And so one of the biggest things, once again, that I see is that a lot of test automation engineers aren't quite using it this way. They're still thinking about the terminal or they're still clicking into the folders and stuff like that. Like I no longer do that. I simply am just driving AI, letting it diagnose and then push it forward. So next time you're going to run a test, consider running it through the agent. It'll save you a lot of time and energy. And yeah, happy testing. Good luck.